Have you ever noticed how everything around us is changing? The music we listen to, the movies we watch, even the influences we follow, everything seems to be pushing new ideas, new values, and a new way of thinking. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, is this just entertainment, or is there something much bigger happening behind the scenes? In recent years, we've seen a dramatic shift in how faith, morality, and truth are presented in culture. What was once sacred is now mocked. What was once unthinkable is now celebrated. But what if this is not just a coincidence? What if we are witnessing the rise of something much bigger, a new belief system shaping the world in ways we never imagined? Today, we're going to uncover 7 undeniable signs that prove the religion of the Antichrist is already among us. And the most shocking part? It's happening right in front of our eyes, disguised as entertainment, progress, and self-expression. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to see will change the way you view the world forever. Since the beginning of time, religion has played a fundamental role in shaping societies. It has been a source of morality, unity, and even control. But today, we are seeing something different. Traditional faith is being replaced by a new spiritual system, one that doesn't require churches, scriptures, or even a god. Instead, it uses movies, music, and social media to spread its message. The modern world doesn't need a temple. It already has a global stage where millions are being influenced without even realizing it. And the scariest part? This is exactly how a worldwide deception could take place. Let's break it down. Your first sign, the glorification of the self. Never before have we seen a culture so obsessed with self-worship. You are your own God. You create your own truth. These are messages we see everywhere, in music, self-help books, and even TV shows. The idea of an ultimate truth or a higher power is being replaced with do whatever feels right to you. But this is exactly the deception that was foretold, a world where people reject God and place themselves on the throne. It's no longer about serving or seeking truth. It's about self-exaltation. And this is a key principle of the coming deception, because a world that worships itself will easily accept a leader who promises to give them what they want. The second sign, the disrespect for the sacred. Have you ever noticed how Christianity is the one faith that's constantly mocked in mainstream culture? Movies, TV shows, and comedians frequently ridicule Jesus, the Bible, and Christian values. But the same doesn't happen with other religions. Why? Because the goal is not just to erase Christianity, but to desensitize people to blasphemy. If you laugh at something enough, it stops being serious. If you mock something long enough, it loses its power. And this is exactly what's happening. Step by step, the sacred is being turned into a joke, so that when the time comes to fully replace it, no one will resist. The third sign, the rise of a global spirituality. In recent years, we've seen a huge increase in celebrities and influencers promoting mystical practices, energy healing, and the idea that all religions lead to the same truth. But here's the problem. This new spirituality accepts everything except Jesus Christ. The idea of one truth, one way, is seen as outdated, even dangerous. Instead, the world is being conditioned to accept a universal belief system that is inclusive of everything except absolute truth. This is exactly the type of system that could prepare the way for a one-world religion, where all faiths merge under a single global leader. The fourth sign, modern-day idolatry. Think about how celebrities are treated today. Fans scream, cry, and faint just to see them. Some literally call them gods and saviors, but this isn't just admiration, this is worship. We've replaced temples with concert stages and altars with award shows. We've taken the devotion that was once reserved for God and placed it on influencers, musicians, and actors. But here's the chilling part. If people are already so willing to worship other humans, what will happen when the world is introduced to a leader who promises peace, unity, and solutions to every crisis? The fifth sign, the acceptance of new commandments. In just a few years, we've seen a radical transformation in what society considers good and evil. Things that were once widely rejected are now not only accepted, but celebrated. The world has created a new morality, one that completely rewrites traditional values. And if you don't agree with this new standard, you are labeled intolerant, outdated, or even dangerous. But ask yourself, who is writing these new rules? Who is deciding what is right and wrong? Because the moment society abandons divine truth, it becomes vulnerable to accepting whatever truth is given to them. The sixth sign, the cancellation of Christianity. Today, standing up for your faith is one of the quickest ways to be silenced. Celebrities, influencers, and even regular people have lost jobs, reputations, and careers simply for expressing Christian beliefs. But why is faith suddenly controversial? Why is it that questioning mainstream narratives leads to being cancelled, demonetized, or deplatformed? Because the new system cannot allow opposition. A world that is preparing to follow a single leader cannot have voices that challenge the narrative. And this is exactly what we're seeing, the seventh sign, the preparation for a global leader. One of the most fascinating patterns in modern media is how often we see stories about a chosen one, a leader who rises in times of crisis and unites the world. In movies, TV shows, and even political speeches, we are being conditioned to accept the idea that one person can solve all our problems. The stage is being set, society is being prepared, and when the time comes, the world will be ready to welcome this leader with open arms. Now, take a step back and look at the bigger picture. These 7 signs aren't just random trends. They are pieces of a puzzle that form a clear image of what is coming. The question is, are you paying attention? Or are you allowing the culture to shape your beliefs without even realizing it? The greatest deception is the one you don't see, but now you have seen the signs. Now you know what's happening. The only question left is, what will you do with this knowledge? If this video opened your eyes, make sure to share it. Let others see the truth before it's too late. And remember, the greatest battle is not for land, money, or power. It is for your mind and your soul. Stay awake, stay aware, and never stop searching for the truth.